Are refugees/asylum seekers scamming Canada for benefits while working cash jobs? Are refugees and asylum seekers in Canada abusing the system by claiming benefits while secretly working cash jobs? It's a growing concern that raises tough questions about fairness, accountability, and immigration policy. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. Canada's asylum system is a beacon of hope for those fleeing persecution, offering robust support to help newcomers rebuild their lives. However, public concerns have grown over a small subset of refugees and asylum claimants who may exploit this generosity. Many claim that they have seen multiple instances of refugees and asylum claimants combining government financial benefits with unreported cash jobs, which also maximize Canada Revenue Agency benefits. This video explores the financial support provided to refugees, the reality of undeclared income, and the broader implications for Canada's immigration system. Canada's Refugee Support Framework. Canada's commitment to refugees stems from the 1951 United Nations Refugee Convention, which defines a refugee as someone with a well-founded fear of persecution based on race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. The Immigration and Refugee Board and Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada oversee the asylum process, distinguishing refugees from economic migrants seeking better opportunities. Refugees in Canada fall into three categories. Government-assisted refugees, resettled from abroad with federal support through the Resettlement Assistance Program. Privately sponsored refugees, supported by Canadian citizens or organizations for up to 1 year. Refugee claimants, asylum seekers, individuals applying for refugee status within Canada, awaiting an IRB hearing. This article examines the financial benefits available to GARs and asylum seekers, the potential for abuse through cash jobs, and access to CRA benefits, illustrated by a case study and an employer's experience in Surrey's trucking industry. Financial support for refugees, what's provided by government? Resettlement Assistance Program for GARs. GARs receive RAP support for up to 1 year or until self-sufficiency, covering essentials like housing, food, and clothing. The program includes one-time startup payment, up to $3,065 for a single person in most provinces, or $580 to $780 in Quebec, often supplemented with in-kind donations like furniture. Monthly income support, aligned with provincial social assistance rates. Ontario, $781/month, single, $1,672 per month, family of 4. Quebec, $628/month, single, $1,317 per month, family of 4. British Columbia, $610/month, single, $1,415 per month, family of 4. These rates match social assistance for Canadian citizens, debunking myths of preferential treatment. GARs must repay transportation and medical loans, up to $10,000, adding financial pressure. The Interim Federal Health Program provides temporary health coverage, including prescriptions and limited dental care, until provincial plans apply. Support for asylum seekers. Asylum seekers awaiting IRB hearings qualify for provincial social assistance if they lack resources, with rates mirroring those for residents. British Columbia, $610 per month, single, $1,415 per month, family of 4. Ontario, $781 per month, single, $1,672 per month, family of 4. Quebec, $628 per month, single, $1,317 per month, family of 4. Once granted a work permit, typically post-eligibility interview assistance ceases if employment is secured. Asylum seekers access IFHP healthcare and free education for children aged 5 to 18 with a refugee protection claimant document. In Quebec, the Regional Program for the Settlement and Integration of Asylum Seekers offers temporary housing and medical assessments. CRA benefits for refugees. Recognized refugees, permanent residents or protected persons, can access CRA-administered benefits that are available to all low-income residents. Canada Child Benefit, tax-free monthly payments for children under 18, requiring residency, a social insurance number, and primary responsibility for a child. For 2025, $7,787 per year, $649 per month, per child under 6. $6,570 per year, $547 per month, per child aged 6 to 17. Gulf Standard Time / Hawaii Standard Time credit, quarterly payments offsetting taxes, up to $519 per year, single, or $1,083 per year, family of 4, in 2025, after filing taxes. Canada Workers Benefit, CWB, a refundable tax credit for low-income workers, up to $1,428, single, or $2,461, family, in 2025, based on earned income. These benefits require tax filings with reported income. Undeclared cash earnings risk penalties or repayment if detected. Financial support. Social assistance. In Ontario, this refugee family receives $1,672 per month for a family of 4, covering rent and basic needs, contingent on the family's reporting as unemployed. Interim Federal Health Program covers medical visits and prescriptions, including asthma medication for 1 child. Education. All 3 children attend public school for free with refugee protection claimant documents. Work permit. 6 months after arrival, 1 or more of the family members obtains an open work permit but chooses not to report employment to maintain social assistance. CRA benefits. After filing taxes with no reported income, the family receives $1,947 per month in CCB, $7,787 times 2 for 2 children under 6, $6,570 times 1 for 1 child aged 8, divided by 12. And $90 per month in Gulf Standard Time/Hawaii Standard Time credit, $1,083 per year. Total monthly government support, $3,709, $1,672 social assistance plus $1,947 CCB plus $90 Gulf Standard Time/Hawaii Standard Time, or $44,508/year, tax-free. Cash job. Facing a $2,000 transportation loan repayment and rising costs, both the husband and wife take cash jobs, each earning $1,600 per month, $10 per hour, 40 hours per week, paid in cash to avoid taxes. By not reporting this income, he maintains unemployed status, preserving full social assistance and maximum CRA benefits. Total income, $3,709, benefits, plus $3,200, cash job, equals $6,909 per month, or $82,908/year, with only benefits reported. This family's unreported income constitutes fraud. CRA penalties. Overpaid CCB and Gulf Standard Time/Hawaii Standard Time credits could be reclaimed with fines. IRCC consequences. Misrepresentation risks deportation under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act. Social assistance clawback. Ontario could recover overpaid assistance. While plausible, such cases are rare, as fraudulent claims are limited. Barriers like language or credential recognition may drive informal work, but detection systems curb abuse. Employer perspective. A Surrey trucking company's experience. In Surrey, British Columbia, a hub for Canada's trucking industry, a small business owner, Rajesh Patel, name changed for privacy, shared a troubling experience with a job applicant in early 2025. Rajesh, who runs a mid-sized trucking company specializing in long-haul transport, advertised for a mechanic to maintain his fleet of vehicles. Among the applicants was an asylum seeker, who arrived in Canada in 2024 and was awaiting an IRB hearing. During the interview, this asylum seeker impressed Rajesh with his mechanical skills, citing prior experience in his home country. However, he requested to be paid in cash for the $25 per hour position, explaining that reporting income would stop his government financial assistance and reduce his CRA benefits. Specifically, this asylum seeker noted that his family's social assistance, $1,415 per month for a family of 4 in BC, and CRA benefits, including the CCB, $1,300 per month for 2 children under 6, and Gulf Standard Time/Hawaii Standard Time credit, $90 per month, depended on him remaining unemployed. A reported income would cut his social assistance and adjust his CRA benefits downward, as these are income tested. Rajesh declined the request, citing legal and ethical concerns. Paying cash would expose his business to CRA audits and penalties for unreported wages. He also worried about fairness, noting that other employees, including Canadian citizens, report their income and pay taxes. This asylum seeker's request, while not representative of all asylum seekers, left Rajesh frustrated, fueling his skepticism about the asylum system's oversight. Rajesh's story, while anecdotal, reflects concerns in industries like trucking, where labor shortages drive demand for skilled workers. The trucking sector in British Columbia, facing a shortage of mechanics, often attracts newcomers, including asylum seekers with work permits. However, requests for cash payments highlight a gap in enforcement. If this asylum seeker earned $4,000 per month in cash, 40 hours per week at $25 per hour, although cash jobs are usually paid less, his family's total income could reach $6,805 per month. $1,415 social assistance plus $1,300 CCB plus $90 Gulf Standard Time/Hawaii Standard Time plus $2,000 cash, or $81,660/year, with only benefits reported. Such cases risk undermining trust in the system, as employers like Rajesh feel caught between labor needs and legal compliance. The Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre and IRCC encourage reporting such incidents, but genuine small businesses may hesitate due to time or resource constraints. And this is not it. Many employers even intentionally hire people seeking to work on cash, as they tend to work at a much lower rate than someone working on SIN. This directly fuels the unemployment rate in the country, leaving many Canadians without a job. Overall refugees and asylum seekers' effect on Canadian economy. In 2024, 190,039 claims were referred, with 46,480 accepted and 11,761 rejected, showing rigorous vetting. High rejection rates, e.g., 56% for Indian claimants in 2021, highlight scrutiny. Canada's refugee system supports 190,039 claimants annually, with 46,480 accepted in 2024, offering aid like $1,415 per month for a family of 4 in BC and CRA benefits like $1,947 per month for 3 kids. The influx of asylum seekers, combined with concerns about fraudulent claims and unreported cash jobs, has significant economic implications for Canada, particularly in housing, social services, and taxpayer costs. Direct costs of housing asylum seekers. The federal government has spent heavily on accommodating asylum seekers, particularly through hotel bookings. From February 2023 to February 2024, Ottawa spent over $115 million housing nearly 5,000 asylum seekers in Niagara Falls hotels, with an average stay of 113 days at $208 per person per day, covering rooms, meals, and security. Across the country, IRCC reportedly funded approximately 4,000 hotel rooms for 7,300 asylum seekers in 2024, with a projected cost of $544 million for 2023 to 2024 for 4,050 rooms across 34 hotels in 6 provinces. Since 2017, IRCC has spent $1.76 billion on temporary shelter for asylum seekers, including $269.4 million for Roxham Road arrivals from April 2017 to September 2022. Additionally, the federal government under Justin Trudeau pledged $750 million to Quebec in 2024 to address the province's strain from asylum seekers, who comprised 65% of official border crossings and 95% of irregular entries in 2023. Budget 2023 allocated $530 million for IRCC to provide short-term accommodations, with $1.1 billion over 3 years, 2024 to 2027, for municipalities and provinces via the Interim Housing Assistance Program. These costs reflect the government's response to a 1,500% surge in asylum claims by international students over 5 years, with 14,000 claims from January to September 2024. Strain on housing and social services. The high volume of asylum seekers, 190,039 claims referred to the IRB in 2024, with 272,440 pending, exacerbates Canada's housing crisis. Quebec Premier François Legault called the province's capacity at a breaking point in January 2024, citing pressure on housing, education, and healthcare. In Toronto, 4,332 asylum seekers were in shelters and 1,961 in hotels as of mid-April 2024, with evictions from IRCC-funded hotels leaving some, like a North African claimant, homeless. Even the last immigration minister, Mark Miller, once considered buying and converting hotels for asylum housing to reduce costs from block booking hotels, e.g., $94 million from September 2021 to January 2023. However, this raises concerns about diverting resources from domestic housing needs. Critics argue that purchasing hotels for unadjudicated claimants is inefficient and costly, potentially inflating hotel and Airbnb prices. The asylum seeker's family and Surrey employers' stories highlight how many might exploit benefits through cash jobs, but such cases are rare, with robust detection in place. Misinformation, like claims of $3,874 per month, fuels frustration, yet immigration ranks low among public concerns. By tightening oversight, supporting legal work, and countering myths, Canada can uphold its humanitarian legacy while ensuring fairness. While a few may exploit loopholes, most refugees seek safety and a fresh start. The focus should be on closing gaps, not closing doors on those truly in need. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.